So today we're going to work on a base skill for all dog sports. In all dog sports, or most of the sports we do with our dogs, the dogs need to know how to sit, and to sit tightly and collected so that they're just ready to jump into action. Often we see the dogs kind of slouching when they're resting and cooling off, and they can sit whatever which way, not necessarily very controlled or collected. And from that position, they're of course not so ready to perform any exercises. So now we're setting out to teach or work on a tight basic sit on a target. As a target, I use a book covered with gym mat, yoga mat, and the size of the book is chosen based on the size of the dog. So that when my dog is sitting in a hip width position, then the rear legs just fit here. We started out with a bigger book, but my final tight sit with this dog is this size. So it's based on the fact that when the hind legs are in a hip width position, then it just fits to sit here, and so the front legs are also close under the body, so that the dog needs to use its abs and adductors and buttocks, hamstrings and the lumbar spine to sit well on this. Let's go. As a workout how to actually do this, we let her come sit, and when she's sitting well, I reward her there on top of that book for a good sit and then away as a release. This basic target workout can be combined to sport-specific stuff, so that if you're doing, for example, basic position, heeling position, then this tight book target would be on the floor to our left, showing the dog where it's supposed to be. Often our obedience dogs especially start anticipating and become slanted towards the trainer, and using this book as a target helps straighten out that basic heel position and get them more symmetrically active. For agility dogs, this good sit is very important, as it's the first weight transfer before a run and overall before starting for most dogs, though some leave from a stand or a down, of course, but most dogs start sitting. And then if you think about jump technique grids, a tight sit enables a good start for that grid. Now we can start to challenge her a little bit by giving a hand target exercise, so in just slightly different directions, and having her touch that hand target, and then the dog needs to keep control and position on top of that book, even as it's finding that hand target. And if it starts to slip a little, let her figure it out, find balance. Running out of patience a tiny bit there, it's okay. So if the dog's getting a little bit frustrated, if it's a bit hard, you can take a little break, cool off a bit, shake off that emotional or maybe physical tiredness or frustration. And after a break, I always like to do a couple of easier repetitions before getting back to that point where we had a little bit of a challenge before the break. So just start a little bit easier and work up to that point where you had trouble. With this dog, it's starting to really anticipate the rewards, so we could either do exercises on leaving it be here, or just strengthen that leave it behavior a bit here. Or another option is to take a little bit more space, go a little bit further away, and let the dog find that target independently, and then reward it there at the target.
Ja palkataan se suunta sinne nimenomaan targettiin.